Good. Well, my name's Carly. I'm going to be your occupational therapist for today.
Okay.
I'm really excited to work with you. First, I've read your chart, so I've kind of got a little bit about you, but I want you to tell me about you. You tell me about you.
Well, I have a C5 tetraplegia injury from a mountain biking accident.
Okay.
Lately, I haven't been able to do much at all. I really hope to get back to my normal self, but you know, a cascade of events have been happening and things aren't going my way.
Okay. So are you feeling a little down or frustrated?
Very much so, yes.
Okay. Okay, so our goal today is to work on that. We know we need to help the physical part, but we want to work on the social emotional health that you're struggling with, because if you don't have that, you can't do anything in your day, right? You just don't feel like you can do it. You don't have the energy or the drive to do it.
Exactly.
Okay. Good. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to connect you with a support group, because we feel like it's important for you to find someone that you can talk to. As a therapist, I don't know what you're going through, and I know that, but we found some people that might. So we found a spinal cord injury group called Spinal Cord Injury Empower. And these people who have had a spinal cord injury were also bikers.
Okay.
So they share a lot in common with you.
Yeah.
They're going to know what you're going through. I don't, but they do.
Right.
So they have different testimonials on their website, but they also have a live chat option, so you can talk to someone directly.
Oh, that's
Maybe they're farther in their recovery than you are. So you could talk to them about that, how their process has been, and everything like that. Show you one of these inspirational videos and kind of get your feelings on it. Would that be okay?
Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up, and then we'll talk about it afterwards, how you're feeling and things like that.
Okay.
To keep myself on that bike, I have to willfully make my body move.
All right, Ingrid, so how are you feeling after watching that video?
I feel I can strongly relate to him, and it makes me miss that feeling of flying when I'm on that bike, and I'm happy to see that he got back to it.
He did. He did. So he had a special bike that was adapted for him, and maybe you could use that as a motivation for your therapy to kind of keep you going. So there are bikes that are hand-propelled. So that's something you could get back to doing.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, so if you use this support group as kind of a tool, a coping mechanism, and you can use this to reach out to the people, figure out how they coped through therapy. I know it's draining, it's tired, you don't want to do it because emotionally and psychologically you're not there yet. You're still recovering emotionally. So with this group, maybe you can start healing that way, and then you'll be more motivated, and maybe we can get you back on that bike.
Right.
I think that would be really great. So I know you have already discussed coping strategies in other therapy sessions and things like that. So I know you're a little bit familiar, but we'll talk about some new ones. Today I want to show you an app called the Optimism app. So we had you download it already.
Yes.
So on this app, there's a lot of different things on here. It may look overwhelming at first, but that's okay. So what it's designed to do is kind of measure, one, how you're feeling, because we want to be able to track over time. Okay, how am I feeling today? Kind of crappy, okay, really good, I'm energized, I'm ready to try and move on, those type of things. So we're going to first track your overall, how you're doing.
Okay.
Then there's an option for you to track your coping strategies, so the ones that we've taught you. So you can pick how many times a day you use them. So what's a particularly frustrating time of day for you?
Especially in the late afternoon when I'm exhausted after trying to do things, and therapy keeps on going.
Right. So maybe like an ADL session at night or something like that. So when you have these particularly frustrating events, we want you to try to use these coping strategies.
Okay.
And this app's going to allow you to be able to track that and see how you're using them.
Okay.
And then to see how your mood's changing, right? But this also carries over because I know you're young and you like to use your iPad before. So not only are we going to be working on tracking your social and emotional health, we're going to be working on using this iPad again to do fun things. What type of things did you like to do before on your iPad?
Pinterest, talking to all my friends from school, and
exactly. So these skills are going to carry over to those tasks as well.
Great.
So I know you have your universal cuff on, but we also have some other adaptive equipment. Now this would be used for a keyboard. We can also use a mouth stick, or also put a stylus in your universal cuff. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Yes, I tried the typing stick. And it doesn't work on the iPad, but it could work in my job, which is great. I did not like the mouse stick at all. I like the universal cuff. It makes me feel more normal.
Great.
because I can use my arms again.
Great.
So-
Okay, so then I brought a stylus with me, so we can go ahead and put this on.
Okay.
So if you can, we'll go ahead and turn your hand over. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in for you. And this is something you can have anybody who's there helping you during the day, you can have them help you put it on. But also, I mean, you're going to be wearing this for a lot of tasks. So this may already be on, and all you might need someone to do is go ahead and stick that stylus in for you, which is great.
Right.
A lot more independence.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so talking about the video, let's rate your mood today for after the video.
Okay.
So you can see there's a spot here for your mood. Can you tell me on a scale of 1 to 10, like it's showing there, kind of how you're feeling today? So yeah, so you want to make sure you click it and then drag over to the number. Good.
About a 5.
About a 5. Okay, good. So maybe feeling a little overwhelmed or frustrated, those type of things?
Yeah, I'm feeling more motivated, but also a little jealous that he got back to it and I'm not, but I gotta do some hard work.
That's okay. You're early in this. Like you said, I love what you said there, that it's going to take hard work, and I'm glad you recognize that. But you're well on your way, and healing this emotional part first is what's going to get you there.
Right.
Okay, so if there were problems today, so let's talk about your morning. Did you have any frustrations or struggles this morning?
Yes, I did, especially getting dressed. It's still frustrating that I can't help as much as I would like to.
Okay. Okay, so if you had to rate yourself on how well you coped with your frustration, with being upset, emotional regulation problems, what would you rate yourself?
Probably a 2.
A 2? Okay, good. So that leaves a lot of room for growth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, so if you can go ahead, do you see where it says Stay Well Strategies over there? Can you go ahead and select that for me? Good. Look at that. You're natural. You're back to it already. Okay, so on here are all the coping strategies that you've been taught and talked about, which are great. So I know there's a lot on here and it's a little overwhelming. I don't expect you to be doing these every single one every single day.
Right, okay.
But I do want you to track them every day. So
Okay.
you can see there's adequate sleep, exercise, therapy counts. So that's a good thing. So that's on there already.
Okay.
But something new that's on here that I don't know if anyone's talked to you about is relaxation and meditation. So
Okay.
have you talked about that at all with anyone?
No, I haven't actually.
Okay, so one thing that's really great about different relaxation techniques and meditation is that you can start your day with that and kind of end your day with that. I find that it can help you focus and kind of get in tune with your body and then move on with your day or close your day. You can kind of focus on yourself and how you're feeling in that moment.
Right.
A relaxation technique that you can use if you're starting to get frustrated with something, I want you to stop.
Okay.
Just stop what you're doing. Take a deep breath, kind of pretend like you're blowing out birthday candles. Take a big deep breath in and a big deep breath out. So that's going to kind of force your body to stop, force your brain to stop, because I know that's what's kind of getting in your head, right? That's what's telling you can't do this and you're getting frustrated. So I want you to stop and use one of those techniques.
Okay.
But there's some other ones on here, social support and activities with others. So I think that's huge for you. I want to make sure you are getting out, seeing your friends, you're young. I want to make sure you're not just sitting in the house because of this new injury.
Right.
And is that something you can agree with?
Yeah, I think that's my biggest concern right now is I need to be back to what I was doing with my friends and stuff.
So this is good. So this is going to allow you to track that. So even if it's just talking on the phone with them, texting them, but I do want you to focus on getting out so you can track that with this as well. That's a great coping strategy because they're going to help you focus on the positives, and you're going to be out, you're going to be having fun and focusing on something other than your current state. So I think that's a great option for you. Although also some other things on here are positive thinking. So with that, I want you to focus on what you can do, not what you cannot do. So if you're working on a task like dressing, and you can get one arm in, but that other arm, you're just like, I can't. Okay, well, don't focus on that other arm. Focus on, hey, I got my left arm in this shirt. It's pretty great. So that's exciting. So focus on those things that you can do, not what you can't do. It's okay to ask for help, especially with as fresh as this injury is. You're still learning. Your body's relearning how to do everything. So if we were to rate some of these today, I just want to see how you're working with the iPad.
Okay.
Can you go ahead and try to rate one of these? Okay, so you're working on relaxation and meditation. Okay, so that was good. So you moved it pretty easily. Good, so you're figuring out how this works. So there's also symptoms and notes on here. So if you go to the symptoms, it allows you to kind of choose what's going on. Are you feeling irritable, angry, sad, that type of thing.
Okay.
So today, if there was one that you could rate, which one would it be, and how on the scale of 1 to 10 are you feeling?
Definitely irritable.
Okay. Oh, okay, so you're having a little trouble there.
Definitely irritable.
So if you were getting a little frustrated with that task, or you were having trouble getting it kind of on that irritability tab, what would be something that you could do?
My new breathing techniques.
Yeah. Good. So kind of focusing, slowing yourself down, and taking the time that you need. That's great.
Right.
So the last thing I want to talk to you about is the notes section. So what's great about the notes section is this is a place for you. So you type in here, talk about your day, talk about what went well, talk about what didn't. This is a great place to talk about things that you used with your support group.
Right.
And either your support group can be the new online one that we showed, it can be the one through the hospital if you like meeting in person and getting out of the house. It's another great option.
Okay.
So this is just a place for you to talk. But I know picking out every single letter to type a whole paragraph would be a lot of energy, right?
Right.
So energy conservation, we don't want to do that. It's going to be too much. If you click on the little microphone down here, perfect. It's going to start recording everything that we say. So you can see it's working right now. It's typing what I'm saying.
Wow.
So now you don't have to try to find every letter because that would be tiring.
Right.
All you have to do is talk.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is
So
great.
this
Look at
is,
it.
I know it's pretty exciting. So this is just a great option for you to try to just get it out there and talk about it. And then what we're going to do with this is at the end of this, we can create a chart and a report, and it'll actually graph how your mood has been, what coping strategies you used, all those things that we talked about, and it puts them on a graph so we can see the progress you're making, to see if the support groups are helping, to see if the coping strategies are helping, and to see how you're healing after this injury. So I think this is a great option for you. Gives you a little independence so you can see what's working for you and what isn't.
That's great.
So I would like you to try to rate yourself every day in all these areas.
Okay. If once you're upset the whole day, it's just too much.
Good. So we're going to work on this, and I hope things go well for you.
Thank you so much.